Hello everyone, this is Jyoti here back with another speaking mock test with all the three sections. So I'm going to start with part 1, and the first topic I have taken is a common topic, that is the area where you live. Where are you living now? I stay in one of the upscale residential hubs of Mysore that is located in South India. The area I live is well equipped and one can get daily necessities such as grocery, vegetables, so on and so forth. We're also facilitated with post office, hospitals, schools, shopping malls, etc. How long have you lived there? I can say I grew up in Mysore. I have lived there for over 4 decades now. I like the city as it is calm, quiet and peaceful with less traffic. What do you like the most about the place where you live? As I mentioned earlier, Gokulam, the residential area where I live, is affluent with good neighborhood and good public transportation. The best thing about Gokulam is that you get anything and everything in the vicinity. You name it, you have it. You can get small necessities to big supermarkets, cat vendors, shopping malls, hospitals, so on and so forth. Do you really think that your city has changed much in recent years? Mysore has changed over the decades. It is the second IT hub in our state. You can see a blend of tradition with modernism. In downtown, the traffic has increased and Mysore celebrates a 10-day cultural festival, attracting tourists from nooks and corners of the globe. In the present days, the visitors throng like a swarm of bees in comparison to the yesteryears. So these are the changes I have observed while growing up in Mysore. Do people of different age groups live in your area? As I mentioned earlier, we can find everything in Gokulam, so you can find people from toddlers to elder citizens staying here. It's a family residential hub. Mysore is also known as a pensioners' paradise, and in some residential areas, we have old-aged people living in majority. How's your neighborhood? My neighborhood is a mixed bag. You can find both hustles and bustles, and also quiet and peaceful immediate neighborhood. Are friends with you, your neighbors? My immediate neighbor happens to be my brother. I also have my childhood friends who are my neighbors. So this is one advantage I have, where I can discuss many of my problems with my besties who are my immediate neighbors. What can be improved in the area where you live? We do have wide roads. However, during monsoon, one can see a lot of potholes. This causes a lot of road accidents. This is one thing that needs to be improved. Mostly the ruling authority has to pay attention to the condition of roads during monsoon to prevent accidents. Do you know any famous people in the area where you live? We do have a lot of well-known people staying here. Most of them happen to be recognized and reputed doctors of the city. As we have a lot of doctors residing here and practicing here, the area is also called as Doctor's Corner. Do you intend to stay in this area in the future? I intend to live here till my last breath. I grew up here and have seen a lot of development in the area. Gokulam is close to my heart, and I plan to live here for a very long time to come. So the next topic I have decided in part 1 is borrowing or lending. How do you feel when people don't return things they borrowed from you? This is a difficult question to answer. It depends on the circumstances and situations. Let's say that if acquaintances of mine take something and do not return it, then I would be disgusted and frustrated. Maybe I may not be that stringent when it comes to my close ones, that is my family and friends. Do you like to lend things to others? This depends on the materials I lend. I can't say I like to give things as a loan. Let's say if people who I know ask me either for financial help or a thing that is close to my heart, I wouldn't hesitate to say a big no. Have you ever borrowed money from others? I'm an independent person and do not like to take money from friends as a loan. However, at emergencies such as when I had a hole in my pockets, my friends lent me a helping hand in terms of money. To keep up their trust, I return the same as soon as possible. Have you borrowed books from others? From down my memory lane, I can say that I have rented books from the library and maybe taken some novels from my friends to read, and I have returned them back. Part 2. The cue card I have selected for today is: describe a person you know who has chosen a career in the medical field. You should say who he or she is, what he or she does, why he or she chose this career, and explain how you feel about him or her. From my childhood days, I have respected people from medical profession, be it a doctor, nurse or paramedical staff. It so happened that when I was aged 10 years, due to lack of medical facilities, I lost my mother. From that day, I decided to be a doctor to help people. Unfortunately, destiny had a different career path for me, so I could not be a doctor. I still admire them. One such doctor that made an impression in my heart happens to be my cousin, who's a dermatologist by profession. He's widely known for his skills to cure people's skin diseases. It so happened that when my cousin was young, my aunt, that is his mother, developed acne and her face was disfigured due to the same and could not be treated on time. This incident had a deep impact on him, and so he decided to study medicine and specialize in dermatology and help the citizens suffering from skin-related diseases. He kept his focus and became a world-famous dermatologist. The best thing I like about him is he does not differentiate a patient from his or her status. He treats them equally, be it an affluent patient or a poor patient, and he is totally dedicated to his profession. To put it in a nutshell, I can say his journey as a doctor can be considered as a role model for youngsters who aspire to believe that medical professionals such as doctors and nurses are very important in the society. They are considered to be life givers as they save people's life. The nurses assist the doctor and treat the patients according to the instructions of the treating physician with love and care. Who plays a more important role, doctors or nurses? This is a difficult question to answer. From my point of view, I can say both doctors and nurses are like our two eyes, and both are needed for a sick person to bounce back to a healthy and a balanced life. Do you think that doctors and nurses are not paid enough? In the present digital age, medical science has advanced and the treatment can cause and some treatments can cost an arm and a leg. Not all medical professions are underpaid. Sometimes the nurses may not be given the remuneration they deserve for their service. I can say that doctors and nurses are taken for granted if something goes wrong, and they have to take the blame even if it is not in their hands. Therefore, I can say that the medical and paramedical staff are not privileged as the celebrities or sportspersons in terms of monetary benefits. Do you think it is necessary to learn first aid skills? It is very helpful to learn first aid skills. It is equally important to do so, as not at all the times can the doctor come on time. So, one needs to know how to treat a person before the arrival of a doctor. Let's say that one has had a snake bite and it's vital to give first aid before the doctor. Thus, the knowledge of first aid skills is an added advantage. Thank you, and that's the end of the test.
Dear viewers, thank you for taking this listening test. Please let me know about your score in the comments section below. Keep on practicing. It's the only way to be successful. We are planning to upload more IELTS helpful videos. Please subscribe to our channel, IELTS Listening. Thank you.